Hello, my name is Bruce. In this tutorial, I will show you how to define a basic financial reporting report. This is the first of 6 tutorials for designing reports with the Financial Reporting Web Studio. I'll begin by navigating to the workspace for financial reports, where I can launch the Financial Reporting Web Studio. Because the Financial Reporting Web Studio is web-based, you do not have to download and install an application. First, I need to create a new report. Next, I'll start by laying out the grid that I'll use to define the report. From the Database Connection window, I'll select the data source for the Essbase cube the report is based upon. In this report, I'd like to display the financial information for period in the columns, the revenue and expense account information in the rows, and a page for each company that I can select at runtime. In order to do that, I'll drag the accounting period dimension to the columns axis, the account dimension to the rows axis, and company dimension to the pages axis. Next, I'll select the revenue parent account value that I want to appear in my report. I do that by double-clicking on the account cell to open the Select Members dialog box. I'll start by removing the default account selection and select the exact parent account value I want to display. I'm going to search for and select the revenue parent that represents total revenues. Next, I'll insert a text row to my grid to add space between the revenues and expenses. I'll go to the Insert menu option and select Row and then Text. You can also add a text row by right-clicking on Last Row or by clicking on the icon next to the body object. Next, I'll insert a data row for expenses. This time I'll right-click on the last row header and select Insert Row Data. First, I'll remove the default account selection, Revenue Parent. Now I can select all the expense parent account values that I want to display on my report. I'll expand all the nodes until I see the values I want. I'll select the Place Selections into separate rows so each account appears in its own row on my report layout. I'll save my report in my folder. I'll name it Income Statement. Let's see how my report looks at this point. I'll use the HTML preview. My report doesn't display any balances because I have not made a member selection for all the dimensions. In the next tutorial, I'll show you how to add a formula that summarizes the expense balances in my financial reporting report. Thank you.